How's it going? Captain Foley back with you again today. Just for a hangout, live stream. Um, yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Why am I doing a live stream? Well, that's the captain's prerogative. Just saying. I just got to do something real quick here. Hold the horses. Hold your horses. You. And hit that like button, whoever's out there watching. I see 3 viewers and 1 like. Bum, bum, bum. 12 viewers and 2 likes. Like button, like button, like button. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Just gotta let some of the mods know we're here. Oh, Taylor already knows. Okay. Fleet Pause here. Good man. All right, I was just about to message the group chat. I should have done that before I went live, but hey, here we are. All right, guys. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. Olivia's here. I see a Stuart. There's a pug down here on the floor. For some reason, she's not in the chair right now, but hey, that's okay. Chris is here. Paul Rouleau, member for 5 months at the rank of captain. Welcome, Captain. Thank you for your service. Good afternoon, Captain. Good afternoon, Captain. Captain, 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 Captain. Doctor, doctor, doctor. Yes. Irk the Unknown. Chuck A. The Stanleys. Mon Capitan. I've missed you. No, 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 Q. I am here. Happy Sunday afternoon. Nice weather, eh? It is very nice weather. Vance, how's it going? Kit 10K throws in $10. Awesome. What's up, Cap? What's on the schedule today? Whatever you guys want to talk about, essentially. I have no agenda. I just have some free time, which honestly I should probably be, I don't know, cleaning or doing something. But here we are. So I'm gonna hang out with you fine folks. So cheers. Cheers, big ears. There you go. Really love seeing the Ross in the fleet. Love that variant of the Galaxy. Yes, the Ross is a very nice ship. I see sunlight both here and in your library. Indeed, the window is open. It's probably too bright on my face, but I don't care. It makes me look so much younger. It gets rid of all my wrinkles. See? Wrinkles, no wrinkles. Wrinkles, no wrinkles. Wrinkles, no wrinkles. It's fine. Main Blag Banner. Good afternoon from Montreal, Captain. What are you most excited about this year? Both within Trek and outside of Trek. There's so much to be excited for. Obviously, watching Picard, I'm excited for that because it's a good start off. Strange New Worlds, the Orville, Lower Decks later this year, the Playmates toys. Damn, there's so much good stuff to look forward to. I'm excited for a lot, and getting the Camaro out on the road. I mean, with more days like this, today would have been a perfect day to drive it, but there's still salt and grossness on the roads. So there's a lot that I'm excited for this year. So it's a good question. And I hope you're enjoying time in Canada. I know you're only in Montreal. That's not really Canada. They don't like to consider themselves part of Canada. So sorry about that, but glad you're having a good time, Justin. Hope all is well with you. So, anywho, pug sighting. Oh, you saw the. Oh, there's the pug. Yeah. And then I moved her. All right. Vance says, well, technically, in clear skies, the Ross is a mix of both Galaxy and Sovereign, and the Bay of Windows is supposed to be the promenade deck. Oh, there you go. No, I mean, there's a lot to be excited for. Picard is definitely on that list now, and after season 1, you know, we firmly planted Picard as the worst of the new Trek shows. But we're here now, and new team, new people, and it's showing. It's already paying off in spades with one episode. I just hope it's not restricted to the first episode. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Great ship video today. Lots of great visuals. Well, thank you, Chuck. Appreciate that. Vance 1982. Well, technically, oh, I read that one already. Never mind. Kit 10K. How's the pug princess today? She is good. But a princess. And since it's all the snow's melting, the backyard's kind of muddy, so she's all muddy, and then she's got to have her feet wiped off before she comes back in the house. And it's a thing she doesn't enjoy. Let's put it that way. Main Blag says, it's all's all right. I'm getting better with my money. Shamefully, had been spending too much of it on delivery, and I've been holding back lately and feeling much better on that. Yeah, delivery is a killer, especially apps like Skip the Dishes and DoorDash. Something that if you drove to the store and got would be $30. Once you factor in everything else, all the other costs, all of a sudden it's like $55, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's a little bit disconcerting. It's too easy. And Q stole the scene with his entrance. He did at that. Fleetpath said, yes, he did. You're older than I expected. Let me catch up. There, now we're even. Yeah. Awesome Q intro. And thank goodness for that. It's okay. I just realized something. But that's okay. Main Blag says it's 4.444 degrees here. It's supposed to rain later today. 4.4444 is like balmy now compared to the winter I've experienced out here, lol. Well, you're in Montreal, so you're going to get a pretty cold winter. And it's like 17 degrees here. 17 degrees Celsius, the real temperature. So I don't know which temperature you're referring to with the 4.444. I don't know why you're adding so many decimal points. It's not how things work, but hey. Chuck A says DH transformation, or Q transformation, was great. It was. I think it was very well done. Some people complained it looks a little off, or the head's too big, or whatever. Who cares? I mean, it's there. I'm glad they did it. Tim McCaffrey, thank God you saved me from watching someone play X-Plane. Okay. You're welcome. I don't think anybody's holding a gun to your head to make you watch that, but George Mangrum didn't change Q's snap. Good. Yes. Vance 1982. Oh, and another cool fact about the Ross is that it has 2 warp cores, one in the saucer and one in the engineering deck, where it's supposed to be. And Main Blag Banner says Celsius, lol. Also, goddamn, 17 degrees Celsius, you lucky son of a gun. I envy you. Well, it's probably colder now. I think it's about 13 right now, but yeah, it was up to 17 earlier. It is windy though here. There's severe wind warnings, and it's been very windy and a few times quite gusty. So had to go out and do a little bit of a drive earlier, and there's like stuff on the roads and signs tipped over, and there was apparently a transport truck on the Niagara Bridge going to the States, which got blown over on its side. So Excelsior's domain, how spoily are you being? About what? We talk about everything here on these lives, so spoilery if you're not into that, sorry. Olivia, was Q ever seen as a villain? He seemed more of an annoyance to me. Yeah, more of an antagonist and annoyance. I wouldn't necessarily class him as a villain. He could have been villainous at times, and he could have been much worse. And yeah, he just wasn't. He was just a nuisance. So, Merrick Wolf, hi. I just got back from watching The Batman. You see it yet? I haven't. yet. I've heard a few people say that it's good. There's a lot of good elements in it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing it, but no, I haven't seen it yet. So, Chuck A, 20 degrees here in Colorado with snow. 20 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius? I don't know these things. I don't know what your wacky, weird Celsius or Fahrenheit system is. Excelsior's Domain with spoiler Picard season 2 episode 1. Totally spoilery. Tim McCaffrey, I was just saying I was bored and windy here in Cornwall. 80-kilometer-an-hour gusts. Yeah, same here. 80 to 90, I think it said on the wind warning that I saw earlier. Fleet Pass says Q is more of an anti-hero than a villain. I'd buy that. Eric Martin, it was 15 when I went out for a coffee. Nice. Good to see Eric. Dan says, I was watching an episode of Farscape on Amazon Prime Video. You stopped it to watch me? Dude, Farscape must not be good. Chuck A says, so 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how warm that is. I don't know if that's warm or cold, or you said with snow, so I assume it's not nice. Olivia, I don't know what that is. Mailbag Banner. I've been hoping to take a trip to Toronto someday. Been thinking of taking VIA, but damn it all, I swear it's more expensive than Amtrak. Oh, VIA. Yeah. VIA might be more expensive, sure. But I've ridden on VIA a few times. It's good. They're good service. So, but yeah, if you come to Toronto, let me know. I'm only like an hour and a half away. Furious Fawns on earlier than usual. No, on the weekends they'll sometimes come on at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon when the mood strikes me. So my YouTube screen is going funny. Sorry, Dan. Excelsior's Domain. Okay, so who thought it was a good idea to incorporate Borg tech into Federation starships in a fleet? Seriously, well, it's not Borg tech. If you listen, it's new technology based on Borg research from the artifact, the Borg cube in season 1. So it's just Borg research tech. Not a brilliant idea, I gotta say, but it's not specifically Borg tech. And besides, they already had Borg tech on Voyager, had some Borg improvements, as did the Delta Flyer. The Delta Flyer had Borg components installed when it was built, even so much as there were some glowing green elements on the outside and some of the greeblies. So Borg tech has been a thing since Voyager. So FW, what current star would you like to see play a Klingon? No idea. Idris Elba. Main Blag Banner. Though, to be fair, it's a 6-hour trip from Montreal to Toronto compared to 2 hours on Northeast Corridor. Tim McCaffrey, 20 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 6 degrees. Oh, that's chilly. Yeah, I don't envy you. Olivia says 32 degrees Fahrenheit is bellow freezing. Bellow freezing, is that like where the wind is blowing like a bellows? It's so cold, it's bellowing. I think you mean below. Main Blag Banner, at least from New York to Delaware whenever I take Amtrak. Furious Fawns, no scheduled live tonight? No, not tonight. I don't do lives on Sunday nights generally. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our Discovery review for episode 11 called Rosetta. So hold on, I just gotta close this door because my kids annoying me. Goddamn children. Excelsior's Domain. Yes, I wondered if Voyager held on to that on its return. Yeah, why wouldn't it? Main Blag Banner. As for VIA, I don't doubt it's a good service. I fully expect once those new Siemens train sets get put into service. It'll be even better. Just hope the food's nice and the seats are comfy. The seats are comfy, well, the ones that I've been on, and the food's all right. It's typical traveling food. So, Furious Fawn says, I need more cockings. Well then, sorry, can't help you here. Go email him or message him on Messenger and talk to him there. Dan Ben, I used Wi-Fi to connect the YouTube to the TV screen. I disconnected it and the chat screen was acting normal now. Okay, good. Kit 10K, unfriggin' real. Literally, after I asked you about your pug princess, my mother got home from food shopping and needed help bringing the stuff in. But I'm back now. No worries, man. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back. Excelsior's Domain. In other news, just tidying away a Star Trek TNG Micro Machine box, old school. Yeah, I've got some of the old school Micro Machine sets still in the box, so I'll have to show those off sometime. Fleet Paw says, I got 17 degrees Celsius myself here in upstate New York. There you go. Dan says, getting to an advert in the middle of a live. Well, probably because you had to restart or whatever. Tim McCaffrey, the degrees symbol is done by holding Alt and pressing 248. Just because I'm an old Windows nerd. Huh. That's cool. What do you do? How do you do on a... I guess you can just... There's the keyboard and you hit the special characters. Never mind. Moving on. Mark Henson. I enjoyed the Batman. Good. Yeah, I'm sure I will too. My buddy Sky Westman, who's London Batman, he said it was really good. There was a lot of good elements in it. So if he says that, I'm pretty confident it'll be good. I'm not 100% sure when I ought to take my trip. Traveling 6 hours to Toronto and then 6 hours back to Montreal isn't exactly a one-day trip sort of thing. Maybe that's more of a weekend thing. Yeah, I would definitely make it a weekend plan. Peter Dinklage for Klingon, says Michael. Wow. There you go. Dan says, Star Trek Online said that these were the first 4 ships to be canon, so I guess the Enterprise F in that comic is not canon, even though it kind of isn't. Yeah, comics aren't canon. The Enterprise F being the Odyssey class isn't canon at all. So now that they've added those 4, though, I can see them having the Enterprise come in at the end of the season for some reason. Maybe that'll be the lead into season 4. We have been told by some behind-the-scenes people that season 4 is going to be more Trekyards jam. There's going to be a lot more ships, a lot more battle or stations. Different space stations and probably battles. So I think they might end season 3 of Picard like they did of season 1 of Discovery, with the Enterprise coming in and then lead off with the... That'd be kind of neat, actually. I would be down for that. Even though I don't need to see the Enterprise. I know I keep saying that, but it would be a good next Enterprise kind of reveal, so... Eric Martin. How about Sam Jackson as a Klingon? I'm tired of these motherfucking triples on this motherfucking battlecruiser. There you go. Object 003, sorry, 000, that's the 0, 3478 says, I thought Picardo was kind of boring. He's always quoting Shakespeare. He is not fun. And now he is merchandising his wine only because he is famous. Unbelievable. I want one. I think you mean Picard, not Picardo, because Robert Picardo would be the Doctor, so. You mean season 3, right? Yes, I mean leading into season 3, yes. Dan Ben, didn't Robert Picardo want to be in season 2 of Star Trek Picard? Probably. He might still be. We don't know. We're just starting. Mark Henson, I think we should have George Takei come back as Sulu. Not necessary in my opinion, but hey. Vance 1982, I thought Picard was going to be 3 seasons. It is. I'm sorry if I said 4. I was just, my brain wasn't working. Yes, come in at the end of season 2 with the Enterprise leading into season 3. If I said it wrong, it's because I'm an idiot. And like I said, my brain is dumb. Being dyslexic doesn't help. So, sorry. But yes, Picard's only going to be 3 seasons. Large unidentifiable reptile says shout out to the CBR article that straight up posted fake news regarding dialogue in Picard. Haven't heard about that. What was the dialogue supposed to be? Excelsior's domain. What did you make of the refit comment regarding the Stargazer? We talked about that. It made no sense. The more refits they get, the younger they look. It's not a refitted Stargazer because the original Stargazer was in a museum. So it's bigger. It's bigger than the original Stargazer, but it's not. It's Dave Blass, who works on Picard, says that it's actually smaller than the Enterprise D, which I knew. It can tell it's not a big ship. You can tell when the shuttle goes in by the size. But it's not a refit of the original. It was just a stupid line that confused a lot of people. So I wish they wouldn't have put that in there. Livy Julia's Captain, I'll be coming close to you. We can wave across Niagara Falls. That'd be cool. I haven't been to Niagara Falls in a while. You can come onto your side of Niagara Falls and look across the Canadian side, which is fucking 1,000 times better because we've got like casinos and, you know, a whole, like the big Ferris wheel, like the big Ferris wheel like they have in Vegas. And your side's just boring. It's okay though. You can look on the greatness that is Canada. Joshua says Walter Goggins as a Klingon. Walton Goggins. Goggins. I have no idea who that is. Dan Ben, people talking about Star Trek Picard Season 3, The End, wasn't announced before Season 1, and they were going to do 3 seasons because of how old Patrick Stewart was. I think 3 seasons is a good bet. It's a good number and a good. I think they're wrapping up filming on Season 3 right now. Actually, they filmed them back to back. So I know many a thing about many production that I've got to sit on. So it'll be exciting to so exciting just knowing things. See, that's the thing, Justin. It is super exciting knowing things, but at the same time it's not because you can't say them. You can't lead on that you really know what the hell's going on. You can't be specific. And then after it comes out and everybody's like, oh, see, we told you so. It's like, no, I knew a lot longer than you did. But you can't say what you really know, and it's frustrating sometimes. Vance 1982. I loved how blunt Guinan was with Picard when it came to love. Yeah. Tim McCaffrey, Takei is a bit too political now. Would turn off half the crowd. Politics shouldn't come into your favorite character or a favorite character returning. I don't care what the actor's doing. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the fucking production. NZ Fade. 9 a.m. Monday morning here in New Zealand. I'd rather have a Sunday. Well, it's Sunday here, so I'll enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Kyrian Spoors. Surprised Beverly wasn't mentioned in this episode. Fingers crossed she appears. Yes, she needs to appear or be mentioned. And I'm also surprised she wasn't mentioned here by Guinan or by Picard because it would have been the perfect opportunity to do so. But this is the way. Maybe the Stargazer is like the ship of Theseus. Over time, the entire ship has new parts. Yeah, we talked about that as well. Samuel kind of brought that point up. And it's a totally viable option, but no, it's not. Because the ship is just... It's not practical to do it that way, honestly. You'd have to do it like the Enterprise did and tear it down to the space frame and just rebuild it. But it's the different sizing and different shapes, so it's not really going to work. You can tell the refit was just the TOS Enterprise just stripped down and reformatted a bit size-wise and stuff. So Excelsior's domain, I thought that unless it's a refit of the Stargazer A. Well, there is no Stargazer A. That's why this one has an 8 in front of the registry and no suffix number. Not every ship gets a suffix number, guys. I'm so sick of saying this as well. Only special ships. The Enterprise had it. Voyager J has it. But those are ones that did exemplary things during the course of their missions. Had a legendary status, had that assigned to it, and then it has the honor of that name carrying forward that registry number for each iteration. And not every ship is going to have that, because you can have a bazillion ships all with different fucking letters. The stupid idea. Perfect example is look at the Defiant. The Defiant from TOS that got trapped in the Tholian web and disappeared and faded into the mirror universe of Enterprise in Emir Darkly. Yeah, so the Defiant, they just reused the name Defiant in DS9. Totally different registry number, totally different class of ship. So, yeah. Object says, did you see the new XL Stargazer original from Eagle Moss? It's looking pretty good. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it and hoping to get it to review it, but I have not yet seen it, no. Oh, Canada, says Olivia Julius. Kit 10K throws in $10. Thank you so much, Kit. So is Doc still annoyed at you when you kept saying his last name wrong repeatedly the other night? LOL. Doc who? Oh, McGillicuddy. McGillicuddy. He was never mad at me. Yeah, I don't know why I kept saying that. Again, it's because I'm an idiot. Do you think the new Stargazer has any resemblance to the Cheyenne class? A little bit. It's actually very similar to, was it the Walker class? No, it's similar in style and design to some Discovery ships. It's like they put two of them and just glued them together. It's also similar to the Buran a little bit, but I mean, it's similar to a lot of things just because it's that design aesthetic. It's that style. You can only, so many ways you can configure 4 nacelles in a saucer. So, Eric Martin, I'm going to finish Disco Season 4 just by watching your Trekyards reviews, or I'll end up throwing something at the TV. Okay. Fair enough. The Trek Right channel, I'm from something New York, and it's true. The Canadian, Niagara Falls, New York, and it's true. The Canadian side is better. Walter Coggins was the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think. Okay. Mark Henson, I think 7 seasons would be better for Picard. If they continue filming 2 seasons a year, they'd be done in 2 years. Only thing is, Patrick might not make it that long. Perish the thought, though. I think he'll make it that long. It's just that's a hectic work schedule to film seasons back to back like that. And at that age, I wouldn't want to be doing it. So I think 3 seasons is a nice number to, and then turn it into an anthology series. Turn into Star Trek Geordi and follow Geordi's adventures as an older gentleman for 2 or 3 years. I think that'd be a good way to do it. Eric Martin, I like the sun coming into the room cap. Gives you that youthful glow. I look like it's like a supernova over here. Vance, I think it was Crusher they were talking about when Picard said, I watched her walk away. Yes, probably. I would like a name attached to it, though. Main Blake Banner, one of these days, once I've got a ship finished to spit shine polish, I think I'll be lobbing a wad of moolah your way for another one of those originals episodes. That'd be awesome, man. Your first one was fun working with you and meeting you. And yeah, definitely have some design talent. I mean, we see the stuff you throw in the group chat all the time. So you do some fantastic work, and I can't wait to see more. So yeah. Object says, and they make an accurate bridge to Stargazer XL. What do you mean an accurate bridge? What do you mean? Making a bridge? Wenlock, they completely changed the upper nacelle pylon geometry and assembly. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing you couldn't do on a refit. Major hull structural change. You say that, but when you look at the TOS Enterprise and you look at the refit Enterprise, the TOS Enterprise's attachment points for the struts are back way far compared to the angled struts that go in much further. So they had to reconfigure all of engineering and the warp plasma shunts out to the nacelles to do the refit. So the secondary hull was extensively overhauled, and you can tell the secondary hull was definitely built on the hull of the TOS Enterprise just because of the size of it. It's got a more barrel shape. It's got, you know, it's more of a rounded shape. The saucer was clearly just built over the original superstructure of the saucer as well. I'm just looking at my Franklin Mint TOS Enterprise up there, the 25th anniversary one, which is a beautiful ship. Actually, I should just get it down for you guys, show you it. This is it here. Ooh, electroplated gold deflector dish. Yeah, this is the Franklin Mint 25th anniversary Enterprise. It's a beautiful model. It's got the little shuttle. There. It's dusty. I fucking hate dust. I absolutely despise dust. But yeah, it's a beautiful little model. And it's got the removable top and the bridge. Obviously not to scale. I remember when this came out, people were complaining, the bridge is that big? Holy crap, how could it fit 430 people? Really? Really? You think those chairs are representative of the size of this ship? No, it's just so you can see the goddamn bridge. People are just so... no common sense. It's got a really nice stand too. But anyway, yeah, so that's my Franklin Mint 25th anniversary Enterprise. Absolutely love it. Excelsier's domain. Yes, I meant a notional A, as in a rebuild with the same name. Well, it wouldn't be though. They wouldn't rebuild it and give it the same name. They wouldn't do that. That's not how it works. Unless it did something special to deserve the carryover of the name with the registry. I know the new one's got the same registry, just with an 8 in front of it, which is an interesting idea. I like it. First time I've really seen that, and it's cool. But no, it's only fucking, what, 20, 30 years removed from TNG. There's no way there's been another Stargazer. This is probably the first Stargazer built. And it was probably, this could be the newest refit of the new one that they built, maybe like 15 years ago or something. And then once, right before Rios got it, because there's a 1.5 year difference between Picard season 1 and 2, in that time he became the captain of it. And Picard says about the new refit, it could be that it literally got refitted and then Rios got command of it, so. Jay Dami says, I hope we get more detailed looks at the 2401 Excelsior class. I'm really liking the brief look at it already. Hopefully it doesn't take a long time. Yes, I also like it. I'm not, as you guys know, I'm not the biggest Excelsior fan. It's really grown on me over the past few years and I've really grown to appreciate it. But I really like the way it looks bulky in that shot. If you zoom in on it, the warp engines they got a nice little dip in them and they're thinner at the back. CJ says, has anyone actually seen this Eagle Moss Cerritos in person yet? I have not. I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't seen it in person. SBS Guru, 2005 euros. I'm only cautiously optimistic about Picard. After all, the season 1, episode 1 was okay too, and we all know how the rest of the season went. Yes, I'll agree with you there, but at the same time, we've heard from Doug Drexler, we've heard from other people, including Dave Blass, who's talked to us personally, and said, you guys are really gonna like this season over last season. Like, they pay attention to our reviews, so they know what we don't like and what we want changed. And Doug has even said on multiple times that he's invested in this season. He couldn't even watch all of season 1. He didn't finish watching it because he just couldn't. But he says this one's great. The story's awesome. It's going into season 3. There's some big things coming. So I'm super excited for all of it because of the reaction of other people that have worked on it, and I trust their opinions. So Daniel's Hot Topics. Trekyards. The episode of Picard's season 2, episode 1 was very well done. Much better than Discovery season 4. Yes. I won't disagree. Fleet Paw says the USS Gagarin Shepherd class, I think. Yes. Yeah, the new Stargazer looks very much like the Gagarin class, but He also had the Gagarin class in that fleet shot. So, but yeah, I see a lot of similarities between those two. Wenlock says, I can see the two spherical class hulls with shared saucer. Look about it. The two Shepherd class hulls with shared saucer, yes. NZ Faye, I know I'm behind in the chat, but it's okay. It's just, I want to hear what you guys have to say. It says, I watched Disco Season 4 on Samuel's idea of just binge watch it. Let's be honest, it's terrible. It's just terrible. It's like a soap opera with overtop building trying to be Star Trek. I won't disagree. We thought the first little bit of Season 4 was pretty good. But yeah, I can see why you'd say that. And it's definitely a different feel, different storytelling, different everything from other Star Treks. So, yeah. And Dreis, and I can never say your name, man. I know it's, but hello, Captain and Sylvia from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I can never say Herzegovina. That's their name pattern for those updates. Matt Boardman, I'd love to see a Stargazer series with Rios as captain. Yes, Rios is a great captain, I think. But people are like, why? Why are they pushing smoking? It's so 80s. Him having a cigar. It's like, stop. It's fine. It's not like he ever actually lit it on screen. Okay, Precious. At least not in season 2 yet. Dan Ben, I do agree with the Stargazer similar to Discovery ships. Hot Topic says the Stargazer ship that Rios had, shouldn't it be the Stargazer A? Nope, absolutely should not. I'm not going to get into it again. Mike Cherist, Onak Cree. Okay. Show Me Life. Hello from Germany, Frankfurt. Hello, Germany, from London, Ontario, Canada. Eric Martin, I like the new Stargazer bridge, but someone went a bit overboard on the piano black finishes. Yes, they did. I have a real problem with that, especially on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna smash you with this pillow until you wake up because you're snoring. You need to move. There you go. Wenlock, I bow to your superior ship analysis skills. Thank you. Daniel's Hot Topics. Trekyards. What was the Borg so scared that they didn't want to join the Federation? Ask for Picard's help. Could they be setting up a new alien threat in the galaxy? A new century, new threat? Could be. We're going to get answers to that, I'm sure. And even who's behind the thing. I'm pretty sure it's not the Borg Queen. I think a lot of people, rumor and speculation is it's 7 from when they go back in time and then go forward in time and then have to come through this dimensional rift thing. Who knows? But I think it's 7, getting Picard to help him with complete the mission. I don't know. We're going to see. Burnham has the chair, silence shield. Rios has a cigar shield, so he can finally light that thing. Yeah, he should. Howdy, Captain Foley from Arkansas. Hello, Kingdom of Vinland. Excelsior's Domain. I liked how they incorporated anti-Dalek steps on the Stargazer bridge. Or maybe it was in case Riker needed to do his knee bend thing while talking to Picard. Yeah, that's good. Kit 10K throws in $20. Thank you so much, Kit. Can't remember if I told you, but I should have the Fortress Tiberius 3D printed statue in robot mode you asked me to try and make, and should have it to you by Tuesday. Jesus Christ. And if I do, if you'll have it by Tuesday. If I do, I'll send it out to you. That's awesome. I would love to see one. I've always wanted one, and I've never seen any other ones. So, kudos to you, man. Dan Ben, the Playmobil one did that too with the size of the bridge. Well, yes, but that makes more sense because it's a play set. It's not a collectible like that. And another hello from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Herzegovina. Did I get it right? Yes. I'll tell Sylvia you say hi. Wenlock, the debate about new ships versus refit shouldn't take away from the fact that it's an awesome new ship, and I hope we see it a lot more. Agreed. Alan Copeland, hi Captain Foley, love the new Stargazer. Hello Alan, and so do I. Kyrian Spores, it was great watching Picard. Picard's speech, Guinan, Q changing his appearance, made me smile. Oh yeah, there was lots to make us smile in that episode. Daniel's Hot Topics, I hope we see Kirk in this time travel season. I don't. Alan Copeland, hello. Oh, to Kingdom of Vinland. He's also from Arkansas. There you go. Dan Ben, I once saw a TNG type Phaser 1 toy. It was not cricket sized. They had it extra large. Huge. Probably the Playmates one. Main Blag Banner. Ha! I love when the team watches Trekyards. I have faith in Picard going forward from season 2, episode 1. They actually feel like they know what they're doing, and I can't thank them enough for paying attention. Yeah, the Prodigy team watches us. Lower Decks watches us. Mike McMahon and two of his head honchos are huge Trekyards fans, and every time they make a decision on a ship or something, like, what would Trekyards say? Is this going to be right? So he told us that we hold them to task, and they kind of worry about it sometimes, which is funny. I'm sure he's joking, but yeah. Anyway, who else? So Prodigy team watches us as well. We've talked to them quite a few times. Lower Decks. Picard does now. I don't know if they did during season 1. I'm sure they did, because I think Dave Blass worked on it then too. Strange New Worlds we don't know about yet, if anybody on that team's watching us. And Discovery, some of the actors watch. I don't know about any behind the scenes people, because we don't really hear much. So they're just less likely to communicate with us, I wonder. I don't know. But yeah. And the guys that are working on Prodigy, they knew about Trekyards before they got the gig at Prodigy. So that's kind of funny. And so did the one guy that Mike McMahon works with. He was watching Trekyards prior to before Lower Decks even existed. Was a twinkle in anybody's eye. Because, gotta remember, Trekyards have been around for 7 years now, so. Fun, please. What is that vibrating? Sorry, Dan Ban. What is that vibrating sound? That's my chair. Otherwise, it's the dog snoring, or it could be me doing this, tapping on the desk. Mid-Atlantic, railroad, and airplanes. Let's face it, no one can get a pre-Kirk and Spock down correctly. Enterprise and Discovery just can't seem to get it. Well, maybe Axanar can. Oof. Shots fired, shots fired. Daniel's Hot Topics. Here is a cool theory. What if Q are humans from the future? I think that somewhere in the future, trillions of years in the future, humans escape, and the end of the universe become the Q. Well, we probably will become non-corporeal at some point, so that'd be great. Back Alley Radio. I love the Stargazer Bridge. Love how they filmed it on the set of Discovery. On the set for Jeopardy. Same floor. LOL. Dan Ben. I did see something once that said there was no smoking sign on the bridge in the Enterprise in one of those TOS movies. Star Trek The Motion Picture and Star Trek II both have no smoking signs in the transporter room. Not on the bridge, though, I don't think. But in the transporter room for sure. NZ Fade. Worst part of disco. Let's have a safe space force field for privacy reasons. I'm sorry, but a safe space on a starship on the bridge. It was kind of stupid for sure. Dan Ben. In the future, I wouldn't think they would have steps. I disagree. Steps will always be a thing. I just hate that there's 3 steps up to the captain's chair. If there was 2, it would have been acceptable in my opinion. But 3 is just a little too much, and the chair's a little too high. But hey. Daniel's Hot Topics. Humans escape the end of the universe, inject themselves with technology, become the Q, and go back to the Big Bang. So technically Q said was right. The Q have always existed. Let's hope round 2 will do a TNG Stargazer. Oh, I'm sure they'll do a kit. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Dan Ben, I'm not going to spoil, but I saw a clip for the next episode of Picard, and they do a similar thing to Lower Decks, where Mariner says last outpost Ferengi. Oh, cool. That'd be good. Jay says, the one thing I don't like about the Stargazer corridors was the fact the red alert was on. It was so dark when the lights were flashing or was off. I feel like someone would just trip without any obstacles. Could have been that power was knocked out, and those are the emergency red alert lights. So I don't know. Kingdom of Vinland. I think my favorite Star Trek uniform and hand phaser designs are the alternative future ones from Voyager's Endgame. Okay. Jay says it should have had some normal lighting added so everyone can see. I agree, but it's less dramatic that way, and they're under attack, and shit's going down, and the Borg are infiltrating the system, so the systems are shorting out and stuff. So it could just be that. But yes, I agree. Like TNG Enterprise is just the red light that like the chaser light that went around the corridor, and all the other lights stayed on. So yeah. Geraldine Karstensen, $20. Awesome. Thanks for the stream, Cap and Puggins. Stuck inside with Shields at max this afternoon. Give me some binging ideas for after the chat. Depends what you're into, man. I just watched Guardians of Justice on Netflix last night. Has a weird show, kind of like a reimagining of DC characters, and it's got a good storyline, a good plot. Acting's good enough, but there's some. It's weird. It's a weird mix of animation, digital animation, CGI, traditional animation, kind of like claymation style, and live action. And it's a really interesting story if you're into DC superheroes and stuff. I think you'll really enjoy it. So I watched all that. It's a neat visual style, which I thought was weird to start with, but you really get used to it, and it's really cool. But that's me. So, Night X, let me guess. Discovery, don't watch you. Don't know. We know a lot of the actors do. Stamets does, Bryce does, Reese does, Mary Shifo did when she was on the show. Tyler Vaughn, that guy, Shaziz Latif, Shaziz Latif, whatever his name is. But behind the scenes people we don't hear from. After an episode of Prodigy comes out and we comment on one of the ships or one of the designs, we get either a private Twitter or an email from them and say, hey, glad you like the thing, here's whatever. So I mean, we just never heard from anybody on Discovery. So yeah. What is happening with Lower Decks? Is the season done? I think the next season is done. As last time I talked to Mike there, I think they were just finishing up with all the recording of lines and stuff, but they still got all the animation to do and whatever they have to do on an animated show. I don't know. And that was like a month and a half ago when I talked to him last. So yeah, I'm sure it's done. At least all the primary work, not just visuals and stuff. So it'll be out this fall. So. Dan says, it is already mentioned in Star Trek, the Q is afraid of humans because he knows they become more powerful than the Q. Well, there you go. Tim McCaffrey, I think Q might be Picard. I have an odd feeling. And yes, I know it sounds stupid as hell, but Kurtzman. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't that just turn everything on its heel, on its head? I don't know. Dan Ben, the next season of Lower Decks is season 3. Yes. Kit 10K throws in $5. Also, your modified TNG Type 2 phaser is being printed up, but I don't know when it's supposed to get it. Just okay, cool. Thank you, Kit. You don't have to keep doing this stuff for us. We appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. Let's see what we got for likes. 62 likes, 69 people watching. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. S1 Noir, when is Disco live? When's the disco live? Oh, tomorrow night. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. UK. Blake Durham. Hi, love what you guys do. Having real problems with Discovery being canon. I'm starting to think someone needs to end program. More deserved than how Enterprise was finished. Blake, I agree with you. It can be canon all it wants. It's just not Prime Universe canon. As much as they want to say it's Prime, it's clearly not. Visually, it's not. They've shown that multiple times. It's not Prime canon. So, it's canon. It's just the Discoveryverse canon. Discoveryverse canon, Kelvinverse canon, Prime canon. 50 years of Prime canon. And yeah, we're Prime. No, you're not, though. You think you are, but you're not. And I think, hopefully, there'll be an answer to that at some point. Probably not. But hey, think of it however you like. Blake Durham. Hi, I love what you guys do. Oh, read that one. Never mind. Brian O'Neill Singleton. Jolan True, Captain Foley. I'm still a little miffed over the phasers not phasing, but blasting. The Borg seem to have returned to their badass, intimidating self. Voyager has defanged them. Had defanged them, yes. I don't have a problem with the phasers. They have different settings. I wish some of them were still beam, like you'd see a beam or two here and there from the same phaser, like they had different settings on. Would have been great, but. Claudio says, hi, Stuart, best regards from Graz in Austria. Oh, Austria. Hello, Austria. Well, from Canada. 2 questions. 1, do you think the ships of Star Trek Online appear in the canon? They do now in Star Trek Picard. And do you think Picard's mother has relations with the Borg? Could be. Could be something going on there with the mom and stuff. So, who knows? We'll find out. But thank you for watching. Dan says, do like HBO is going to make new Futurama episodes. Not sure if I've asked you previously. Yes, Futurama has always been great. Top tier, awesome writing. So yes, happy about that. Squadron Course is here. Hello, Ozzy. Ozzy is here. Dan Ben, not long ago I saw on Seth MacFarlane's Instagram an Orville set photo of a new shuttle. Yeah, the new shuttle looks great on Orville. That being said, the new shuttle on Discovery looks like it should be on Orville. It's that round, bubbly, white, ugly ass shit, which I wasn't a fan of the shuttles in Orville, honestly, for season 1 and 2. But yeah, season 3 has a badass shuttle, which looks like it should belong in Star Trek, but it's weird. The shuttles kind of got swapped. The Trek Reviewer, the ships in season 2 of Picard look good. I just wonder if we will see some other ships in Stranger Worlds that follow the lineage of the Constitution class, such as the Lochnar. Hey, I would be down for that. I can't really necessarily see it happening, but I'd be down. SVS Guru 2000, €5. I don't like that all the interiors now have to be dark, glossy metal. It makes everything look dark and dingy. No wonder they need all those light strips. I agree. Get some nice light carpeting on the floor, have some good upper lighting, just like TNG, and you know, you'd have a good looking ship. Donnie is here. Hello, Donnie. Antoine 1357, random thought. I was trying to kit bash a TNG version of 2 Ptolemy classes into a Stargazer with 2 docking clamps for space trek. Oh, that's cool. Kit bashing is always fun, for sure. Squadron Course, the biggest issue I have with Disco is the writing. Next would be it doesn't mesh well with the existing canon, visuals, text, ship size, Klingon arcs, etc. Totally agree, Squadron Course. Main Blag Banner. I believe I read a comment that Doug Drexler wrote on a post that explained that, at least in his perspective, Discovery isn't the same timeline as Picard, which is quite interesting. Absolutely. And he doesn't watch Discovery. He doesn't know what's going on with Discovery because he doesn't watch it, because he had a bad fallout with the people that worked on it for season 1 because they called him and Michael Akuda in, and then they got basically fired right away, and he's got sour grapes from that a little bit. So he hasn't watched any Discovery. So yeah, he knows the storyline for Picard season 2 and 3, and obviously there's nothing going on to tie the 2 together. So yay. Eric Martin, is Discovery supposed to end with season 4? No. No, I think they're going to push Discovery till at least 7 seasons. Main Blag Banner, and he and the team like to pretend the Inquiry mega fleet from season 1's finale didn't. Yeah, they do, because it's just stupid. This is our newest, fastest, bestest ship ever. We made thousands of them. That's all we have now. Okay, Riker, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Get out of the holodeck program because you don't know what you're talking about. Kingdom of Vinland. I like 80s aviation films like Top Gun and Iron Eagle. 2 of the kinks in those films is the aircraft having different loadouts every other shot, and another is using older Western movies as MiGs. Yes, totally agree. I'm a huge fan of Top Gun. Can't wait for May 27th for Top Gun Maverick to come out. And I do enjoy Iron Eagle. But yeah, the Iron Eagle's very bad for that. Very bad for the loadouts on the F-16s being different in each shot. Top Gun's not as bad. There are a few mistakes here and there, but Top Gun's a better put together movie for sure. And yeah, using fucking older training jets and stuff as MiGs. Even in Iron Eagle 2, they used F4 Phantoms as MiGs. It's like, no, don't do that. Now they can do it with CG, which is better, but also not better because they're not real planes, so it's kind of In TNG Descent, the Borg had a handheld energy weapon, I think. Donnie, Scotty is on the new Excelsior with transwarp drive. No, he's not. Raymond Anders, from Northwestern Arkansas. Love the bookshelf. Star Trek Picard looks like more running in the show. Well, thank you for the... Oh, Raymond, yeah, I got your books here too. I haven't done a video on them yet, but I got... Raymond Anders sent me a bunch of really great Star Trek books. I've shown some of them on these lives and showing you like excerpts from them, but I haven't done a video specifically on all the ones you sent me, Raymond. They're all A-okay now, finally. But yeah, they'll be joining the collection. They're actually on the floor right now in front of me. But they got to go in this bookcase somewhere, which is full. But it's all my Star Trek books behind you guys. The Trek Right channel. Gotta run. Live long and prosper, Cap. Live long and prosper, Trek Right channel. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for the pug. Dan Ben, the Section 31 show was supposed to happen after Discovery. Yes. Ozzy says, just fine, Donnie. Scotty isn't. He's not, though. Ozzy, why do you keep saying the same thing over and over again? Hit 10K. Rios is walking on the bridge with one of his officers, trips and says, God damn this black floor. Can we get some damn rugs in here? Well, that's exactly why we don't have rugs, sir. The rugs would peel up and people would trip over them when they bunched up. Oh, okay. Well, then get a rug in here anyway. Eric Martin, I'm so glad they didn't reuse Riker's K-car fleet for season 2 of Picard. Yes, the Reliant, the K-car. Oh my God, a nice Reliant automobile. Yeah, there's three of the Gen Hays in that fleet though in Picard. They're just way in the back, but they're clumped together. There's 3 of them, so they are still there. They are still represented, and they're not a bad ship. When you get the Ego Moss model, it actually is kind of cool. So yeah. Antoine 1357 says, I would love for Wesley to just show up once on Picard and tell Picard to shut up just once randomly. That would be great. Long live the pug. Yes, Ozzy. Long snore the pug. Kingdom of Vinland. I think Iron Eagle should have been a solo film without any sequels. Also, if I remember correctly, the Vipers in the movie were Israeli, hence the desert camouflage. Also, the F-35 will be in Top Gun 2. Fuck the F-35. Boo. There's also an F-14 in Top Gun 2, so... which I think I know the plot of. The F-14 that's in it, you see it in a hangar. You see Maverick and Rooster, Goose's son, I guess that's his name, going to, looks like steal it, and then you see it like, the shot of it flying. So I think they're stealing an F-14, which is like a newer, advanced F-14. Not sure. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to this story, though. I know there's F-18s in it, obviously. I didn't know there was an F-35. There's that experimental, like, Mach 10 or whatever the fucking ship plane is in the beginning that Maverick's flying. Matt Boardman would know. He worked on the movie, for Christ's sakes, but he can't tell me anything, which really sucks. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. So F-35 be damned. Don't like the F-35. It can crash and burn, man. Squadron Course, whatever happened to Section 31 show? Asking because Stuart and Sam don't seem really busy enough. Apparently it's still going to be made at some point. That's still the idea. So who knows? I know they do Strange New Worlds. They want to do the Starfleet Academy show and Section 31 show still. So yes, we are not busy enough. Please, by all means, load more on. I would be happy with that. David G. Sound. Hey, ya, bud. Hey, ya, David. Dan Ben. Well, the Section 31 show is still... Are you asking if it's still on the table, Dan? I think so. They keep bringing it up. I don't know. I know Michelle Yeoh's got other shit she's doing, and I think Shaziz Latif or Shazaz Latif or whatever his name is, Latif, has moved on to other stuff as well. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to play out, but I would be interested in seeing something at some point. Right now, it's just a pipe dream, like they've been saying about the Starfleet Academy thing since the 80s. It'll happen when it happens, if it ever happens. And it might not happen. So Matt Boardman, ha ha ha, I just want you to be surprised when it comes out. I don't want to be surprised, Matt. I've been waiting for this thing for, well, it was supposed to be released 2 years ago. That's not to mention the build up to it, that they're making it, they're filming it. Oh, it's almost done. Yeah, it's done. It's release time. Oh, and then 2 year wait. Every other movie had a little bit of a wait, a couple months maybe. No, Top Gun is like, fuck you guys, 2 years. So I don't want to wait anymore. I don't want to be revealed. I don't want to be. I can't really be spoiled. I'm not a big. Spoilers don't bother me. I know how it's still exciting to see how they get to the spoiler. So I mean, it's, hey, it is what it is. But anyway, whatever. You just aren't telling me because you signed an NDA, and you're very professional. So of course you're not going to tell me. And now it's on public record that you haven't told me because it's not live. So you can go back and say, look, everybody, I signed the NDA and I didn't tell this guy who hopefully I consider a friend. Anyway, you didn't tell him because NDA, I'm an awesome individual and employee and awesome person and things. And yeah. Hold on, I'm just going to close the curtain a tad. A little bit better, anyway. I saw the Batman yesterday. It's good. Just I'm not sure how I feel about the movie decisions in it, but I can't say it's bad. It's a good watch. Okay, good to know. Brian Singleton, not sure if you ever read the book, TNG book Vendetta. Picard would be a great way to bring back the Doomsday Machine, as it was the ultimate weapon against the Borg. Yeah, I read Vendetta forever ago. I have the book down there somewhere. Yeah. Dan says he knows the Section 31 show is still happening because I guess Dan's working on the show. So, Kingdom of Vinland. In regards to my theories for Top Gun Maverick, I think that Maverick and Rooster steal the Tomcat after getting shot down. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. On another note, I think the Tomcat is from the same country as the MiG-28s. Ooh. Jonathan Earl, Prodigy and Picard are the Trek shows to watch. And Lower Decks. Dan Ben, we are still in development of Section 31, so there will be no more news on that soon. Paramount Plus scripted the original. Don't care, Dan. They have fucking quotes like that all the time. It depends on the site you get it on, who the source is, when it was released, the information, because you'll see that pop up again in another 4 months. And like I said with, there's another Star Trek 4 Kelvin film coming. Yeah, you know why? They're keeping it in the public consciousness by saying, oh yeah, there's a film. All the actors are going to be coming back for it. And the actors were like, what? This is the first we're hearing about it. It's just to keep it in the public consciousness. So I don't believe anything that I read. Yeah, we're still working on, or any interviews where, yeah, we're still working on. Then fucking get to it. Like I said, I'll wait till it's in production. Wait till I've seen set photos before I actually will be like, all right, cool, it's officially a thing. So quotes like that don't impress me, Dan. Borman, absolutely consider you a friend. Good, man. Good. Donnie Pearson, of course, I respect the opinions of those who dislike modern Star Trek. Okay, I don't dislike modern Star Trek. What? I'm so confused. Jay says, the only thing I don't like about the Inquiry class is the deflector dish. It just seems too disappointing. Part 1. Part 2. I would be happy if there were more or some tweaks done to it later, but I don't think so, as the Eagle Moss model was released. Yeah, I think they tweaked it for the Eagle Moss model. They added detail to it for the Eagle Moss model. So the Eagle Moss model 3D print that they used to print the ship or make the ship mold, they added a lot of details to that, way more than was in the actual show. So it's already been converted. So Donnie says, yeah, the scores are what I love about modern Star Trek the best, to be honest. Eric Martin, when's the Camaro back on the road, generating big smiles and repair bills? It's any time now, as long as, it's already nice-ish weather. Snow's kind of gone. We might get another snowfall here and there, a really light dusting, but probably by the end of March, it'll be back home here. Yeah, what was I going to say about that? Yeah, by the end of March. Any day, whenever I feel like it. Dan Ben, dyslexia sometimes makes my sentence not worded right, maybe. Oh, absolutely, man. I totally understand that, Dan. Totally get it. And it makes me reading some of the super chats and some of the comments difficult when people like misspell things or whatever, because anyway. Fleet Paw throws in $5. You want to know what's hard? Depends if Sylvia's around. Sorry. Building a Metal Earth Apollo Saturn V launch rack in Saturn V. This is making me rethink my eyesight, laughing my ass off. All right, here's the thing. I'll have a drink for that and feel your pain. I've built a number of Metal Earth things. I've got the ATST, the X-Wing, the Millennium Falcon. I didn't make the R2-D2, but I've got the Optimus Prime, Soundwave, and Megatron. And I have more to come that I want to do. Every time I build one, I swear and curse and bleed, and I say this is the last fucking time I'm building one of these things. Every time, halfway through, I'm like, this is the last one I'm going to build. I'm just going to finish this one. I'm not going to build any more of these. Then you build it and you set it up, and it's like, ooh, you can't argue with the results. They look so nice. That's like, oh. After a couple months, you're like, it looks really nice. And I know I said, but why did I say? No, you remember, but you can't argue with the results, and you always build more. So I feel your pain with the Metal Earth stuff for sure. Dan says, I hate how Star Wars keeps things so secret, and we barely know anything about something. You hate that? I like that. It's like, oh, by the way, there's an Obi-Wan show, and guess what, guys? It's finished. It's coming out in a couple months. Yeah. All right, cool. Instead of Star Trek, like, yep, we're going to do this 4th movie. We have a director on board and a writer. And then 4 months later, you hear, oh, they got let go, or they were never really involved. And oh, but don't worry, guys. We have another movie coming. We got a new director and people interested. And then 8 months later, oh yeah, remember that Star Trek 4 thing? Yeah, well, that other person that was supposed to be doing it isn't doing it now. And maybe it'll happen at some point, although I doubt it. And we're just, heads up, guys, here you know, just so you know, that we still have a movie idea. We want to do a movie at some point. We still have the franchise. We still want to use the, that to make revenue. Just pay attention to us. Trust us. We're going to do something at some point. Maybe Quentin Tarantino says he likes Star Trek. Maybe he'll do one. Yeah, and we'll have another one as well. Quentin Tarantino does his own one. We'll just do this one over here with the Kelvin stuff. But yeah, Quentin Tarantino does his own thing. Wait a minute, Quentin Tarantino's not going to really actually do that? Oh, okay, well, we'll just let that rumor ride out for a while and then just eventually just stop talking about it. Yeah, Star Trek's fucking awful with their bullshit. Brian says, rather see Top Gun 2 or a new rebooted Airwolf. Top Gun 2, hands down. Never really watched Airwolf. I saw the odd episode here and there. I do like the helicopter, don't get me wrong. I love the theme song. The intro music is amazing. But yeah, I don't need to see another Airwolf. I'd rather see a Top Gun 2. Not a band account, $2. Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. Shaka when the walls fell. Ah, indeed. Eric Martin, Fleetpaw. I know what you mean. I used to love building models, but my close-up eyesight is just shot. I had to give away a model submarine out of pure frustration. Yes, he gave it to me, and I gave it to another member of the club I'm at, and I'm sure he finished it, but I didn't get a picture of it, so yeah. Jonathan Earl, BattleBots is getting even more better as well. Getting even more better. Okay. I never really watched BattleBots, so. Holy shit, Kit. Kit 10K throws in $100 super chat. Jesus. Kit, you spoil us, and thank you. I think I know how Strange New Worlds can restore Prime Canon. Say after a long run, the show is ending. In the last few episodes, Pike and his crew have to stop a temporal anomaly that threatens all of reality. And when they do, it restores everything to the Prime Canon we love. I would be on board for that. I love that idea. we've been saying that they could do that in Enterprise. They could fix with the Temporal Cold War, because the Enterprise fucked up a lot of canon too. And I thought, oh, with Temporal Cold War, there's this out there, they can fix that. Didn't. They could do it with Discovery, multiple ways. They still can. Will they? Probably not. They could have done it in Picard season 1 somehow with the. They can still do it in Picard as well. Like, there's still a lot of potential. I keep hoping for it. I don't think it's going to happen. They're not necessarily going to say that, yeah, everything we created, it's just nah, still the primes. They're not necessarily going to do that, but I like your thinking there. I like your optimism. Keep it up. We'll keep advocating for it. We'll keep coming up with storyline ideas when we do our lives, talking about how things can be fixed and do the multiverse thing. And yeah, for sure, but... Raymond says on the Top Gun 2, if you slow down airport flight over it, on the Top Gun 2, if you slow down airport flyover, it's the SR-91 Aurora, and it is black. Yes, that is the plane. That is the plane, correct, correct, Raymond. Dan Ben, Boba Fett and Kenobi were both supposed to be movies, but got made into shows, and I'm fucking happy about that. Amazing. You can tell a lot better story if you stretch it over more time than just cramming it into a movie. So, Fleet Pod, I still have the Apollo CM LM to build. I got them for Dad for Christmas, and he's asked me to build them for him. I think maybe I should stick to plastic models. They both have their foibles. There's some tricks you learn with Metal Earth ones, not just twisting the tab, not just folding the tabs. But sometimes you gotta twist, fold, and then a little drop of crazy glue, and then some accelerator to harden it on the inside, just to make sure they don't get loose. There's tricks to making Metal Earth stuff. You'll learn them when you start messing with them. So, video game Star Wars Eclipse may be delayed and not come out for many years. Well, what a fucking shock that is. Remember, level 13 Star Wars game that was like practically finished, or level 1313 or something, I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's like Secret of Vulcan Fury. It's just frustrating, beyond frustrating. So Star Trek the Snyder Cut. Dan Ben, Quentin Tarantino didn't understand the different Star Trek timelines, ended up wanting it to be gangster with William Shatner. Kit 10K up or something like that. Also, amazing super chat. Thanks for supporting the channel. Yes, Kit 10K is amazing. So, Object says, I have questions about the last Discovery episode. What is the new planet? Did they know about it before? They didn't. So there are another planet outside the barrier. 10C visited our galaxy but can't go inside the barrier. The 10C could probably go inside, but why would they? And I think Kovic's little reference to a 3-hour tour, which is Gilligan's Island, implies and is foreshadowing that once Discovery's out, Discovery won't be able to get back into our galaxy. They won't be able to get through the galactic barrier again. That's what I'm thinking, and it's going to be season 4 or season 5 that explores how they get back. So, calling it here. Just saying. As for the planet they visited, they think it's the 10C that had the nursery and all that. I like the idea that that planet was destroyed. Those asteroids that hit it, the craters that were there, were because of the 10C. They killed this planet, destroyed all the inhabitants on it, and that's not who they're going to run into when they find the actual 10C. They're going to find the people that destroyed these beings. So that's what I think. Please, no Snyder cut of the motion picture. The audience would need sleeping bags. Ozzy says, 1 ping for the pug. Ping. Eric Martin, isn't there some new 4K cut of Star Trek the motion picture coming out? Or is that a rumor? Yeah, there's a new motion picture 4K coming out, yes. SBS Guru 2000, €5. They are not going to erase Star Trek Discovery from canon. Kurtzman is too much in love with the dirt he produced. It would also mean to admit that his show is bad. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. They're not going to erase it from canon. It'll be its own canon. It'll be the Discoveryverse. But yeah, That's what I was trying to say with they're probably not likely to do that. All these years of, hey, my shit's better than the original shit. Look at it. They're not going to just admit. Yeah. Jonathan says, waiting for the Book of Boba Fett series to be released on DVD. Yes, me too. Dan Ben, with all the Star Trek prequels, it's a shame that we never got a Daedalus class. I don't think they will have one in Strange New Worlds. I disagree. I think you might see one in the background. Might even have one be a ship of the week that comes up, like another Starfleet ship that has a problem, or they find one, just like early TNG, where they find the Oberth class or whatever, and there's, you know, the crew's all dead or something. I think we're going to see something like that. Dan says Discovery had concept for a medical ship in season 2 that had a ball shape instead of a saucer. Wow. Yeah, their medical ship. Where's the medical ship? Oh yeah, there's that one, the Pasteur from All Good Things. Let's make it look like that, because that's not based on anything else. No, that's its own thing. Yeah, no, they didn't. Yeah. What? Dallas class. What's that? That's kind of the discussion that was probably had. Fleet Pass says, I don't know. I needed a set of tweezers. They didn't come with a toolkit I bought for them. Thank goodness there was an excellent set in the cricket I bought my mother for Christmas. Yeah, you need a lot of tools for the metalwork stuff. Squadron Course, it seems like Paramount has been making more Trek shows that feel prime. Lower Decks, Prodigy, and now Star Trek, or Picard Season 2. If those are more popular, they will eventually displace the Discoverse. Yes. They'll never admit the Discoverse was wrong, though. It'll be its own thing. So, Brian Singleton, will you and the Commander be doing more Fleet Yards? I missed the non-Trek universe ship studies and breakdowns. We're so busy with Star Trek right now, and honestly, we don't make enough in revenue coming in to warrant doing Fleet Yards episodes, which never did very well. That's why we don't do them. If we could get our Patreon, our monthly Patreon, up to like $2,000 a month, then we might have more of a stability factor. We don't have to worry about videos that are going to produce better views and have more ad revenue on them. We can worry about doing other things. Like, it's all a juggling game as to what's going to keep us alive and eating, you know, surviving. So I would love to do more Fleet Yards. There's a lot of Fleet Yards that are filmed that have not been edited. Matt, you should probably talk to Sam about that. So lots of Fleet Yards that haven't been edited. And there's also a whole list of Fleet Yards complete with pictures and some research ready to go for when we ever decide to film more. So don't worry. There's a lot of ships I want to talk about on Fleet Yards. Hope that answers your question, Brian. Kit 10K, I'm very happy to support the channel. And speaking of models, I build a lot of RC model boats. Some are plastic, but my flagship is a 5-foot, 10-inch RMS Titanic. And has had many sailings. Ooh, I'm a huge Titanic fan. There's a whole section over there on Titanic. I've got Titanic stuff downstairs. I did build a model at one point, but it kind of got... You can see that model in my basement renovation video, because it was downstairs for years, and the mast was broken and stuff, and I just threw it out. Build another one at some point. But yeah, I'm a huge Titanic buff. Way before the movie Titanic came out, by the way. So... Good to know, Kit. Good to know. Jonathan Earl, I would love to see an NX Explorer class variant at some point in one of these current Star Trek shows. The sleek design of the NX-01 Enterprise will always be my favorite. Nizfade. Excuse me. I'd watch a Lorca show as captain. He meant business. They got it right. It felt like Battlestar Galactica with space flights, etc. Now it's days of our discovery of the soap opera. Let's cry. I would love to see your Lorca show. They have the opportunity in Strange New Worlds to bring back Prime Lorca as well, even just for an episode or two. I think, yes, by all means, please do that. I would love to see Prime Lorca and know that he's still alive and well and all that. Really love Lorca's character. Big Lorca fan. Squadron Course, $2. Patreon is like the Section 31 of Trekyards. Amen. 30-something man-child who's been a member for 4 months at the rank of captain. Thank you so much for your service, Captain. Hey, Captain. Hope you are well. Gotta say, I love Picard Season 2, Episode 1. Was pleasantly surprised. Amen. I totally agree. Dan Ben. Actually, they did use Daedalus class in Lower Decks. They did, but they weren't actually Daedalus class. Well, I guess they were similar enough. They were similar enough, but they were the wrong era, totally. And to be docked at that starbase with the party going on, to have more than one of them was an odd choice. We actually asked Mike McMahon about that, and he just wanted to see them in a scene, so that's why he did it. But yeah, he admitted they really didn't make much sense. So, yeah, they were there. So, yeah, they have been canonized in Lower Decks, at least. So, Wing Saber. I think going forward with every ship video you guys do, you should drop a link for past ships you mention. It's a way to add views. It takes a lot of work to do that, but yes. A lot of times during lives, we'll say, we've already done a video on that, or even, not even lives, but just edited videos. Already done a video on that, check it out, like, search for it. We can't always add the title cards and shit to each video. It just takes so much time, and we're uploading so much stuff. A lot of times it gets missed, so I don't want to say, well, click the link up above, or click the link on screen now, and then forget to do it. So, but yeah, I mean, all you have to do is search in Trekyards and whatever ship you want. Trekyards and the ship name, and if we've done a video, you'll find it. So it's pretty easy. Daniel's Hot Topics, Trekyards. Do you think we will see a new Enterprise in Picard Season 2, Picard Season 3, or Disco Season 4 and 5? I don't want to see an Enterprise in Disco, honestly. As for Picard, it might work, like I said, if it's at the end of this season, if it's at the end of Season 2. You licking the... If it's at the end of Season 2, like it comes in at the end, and that's the lead into Season 3. But they've already done that on Discovery, so I'm not sure they'll do it on Picard. Sean O'Sullivan, there's an episode of Doc where they go outside the galaxy to rescue a Time Lord, and it's a trap. There's a moon-sized creature that feasts on their ships and tries to invade when it runs out of prey. Huh? Well, there you go. Kit 10K, a fellow Titanic buff. You are my friend for life. I also made a 30-inch one that sinks like the ship did. Ooh, minus the breaking up. It takes about 3 minutes to sink. That's fucking cool, dude. Damn, man. Samuel Gill, just saying hi, Cap. Foley, miss chatting with you. Hey, Sam, long time no see. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Jonathan Earl, I don't like Lower Decks as much as I do Prodigy and Picard, but I do like Lower Decks. The ships in Lower Decks is mainly what I like about the show. Okay. There's something to like in all Star Trek. I don't care what anybody says. Even Discovery. There's lots to like in Discovery. Eric Martin, I love the design of the NX refit from Enterprise. If they had removed the deflector from the saucer, it would have been even better. I wish they had used that design for the series. Well, they wanted to, but the producers who knew nothing of Star Trek were like, nope, I don't like that one. See that Akira class one that you said, this Akira thing? Just turn it upside down, and it's fine. Use that. But you gotta make changes to it. No, you don't need to make changes. That costs too much. Just turn it upside down. It looks like a different ship. Nobody will know the difference. Nobody will notice. And Doug Drexler and Mike Akuda were like, yeah, we're going to have to make some changes if you want to do that. So yeah, they literally flipped an Akira upside down. Doug Drexler and Akuda and Johnny, I believe, also contributed, made a lot of changes to make it the NX-01. We have a whole video, I think it's a two-parter, talking to Doug Drexler about being called the Akira Prize and how everybody criticized him for just turning an Akira upside down, and it was his mandate. It was told to do it by the producers because the producers are fucking morons. Yeah. Yeah. Dan Ben, I like the Trekyards videos on Trek non-canon or concept ships or game ships. I didn't always watch those videos that look at canon ships and gave a lot of info on because I already knew this stuff. Well, Dan, you didn't know everything in those videos because a lot of times, even the canon ships, I like to add in little nuggets here and there that are beta canon and stuff out of these obscure books that might be something interesting that people might not know. I don't want to just only do Canon stuff on certain ships. It's annoying. There's no information. So FleetPod says, or if you're watching live, I am here. I'll usually stick in a video link in the chat because I'm good at mod. I'm the favorite mod. You are the favorite mod, besides Matt Boardman, of course. But yes, you're hardest working mod at Trekyards for sure. Jay Domi says, I would love that in Lower Deck Season 3, we see more of the center-looking class ship in more detail. I mean, the Cerritos? Than just being in the... Hold on. I would love in Lower Deck Season 3, we see more of the center-looking class ship. I don't know what a center-looking class ship is. In more detail than just being in the background, it was one of my faves around that station in the party episode. The center-looking class. Oh, there's Andorian ships there. There's the Daedalus class. There's... What else is there? Don't know, man. Jay, let me know. Oh, there's Fleetpaw. Look at that, doing his job. Good man. So there's the Axel 1 Akira comparison part 1 and part 2. So thank you very much, Fleetpaw. Click those links, open them in a new tab, watch them later. They're really good. Doug Drexler never prepares anything for interviews, but this one he wrote up a fucking speech because he wanted to give a speech because he gets asked about that all the time. He gets criticized for it all the time, and he went out of his way to make sure there were points he wanted to hit and say about this because it was being documented and put out there for everybody. So he's said his piece. It's documented. It's a piece of history. It's worth watching. He gets very passionate about it. It's really good. Jay says it was the 2381 post TNG ship redesign Lower Decks video. Yes, Wing Saber. I thought he meant Centaur too, but I mean, there's the the Parliament class. I think there might have been a Parliament class there around that station. There was also some Maquis Raiders as well. Just trying to remember the scene right now. Anyway, Kid 10K. If I ever win $500 million lottery, I'll finance all of Trekyard's original videos you'd want to do. But that's what you'll think. Language. Earth. Human. English. But that's wishful thinking since I have no luck in that matter. Well, I hope you win, Kit. Eric says, thanks, Fleetpaw. You are the Trekyards. You're like Trekyards bonus content. Andre says, becoming a new subscriber to Trekyards on your last live stream. Love your guys' content. Finally found someone that has knowledge of everything Star Trek. Well, thank you, Andre. We appreciate that. Every now and then we need a little reminder, a little ask you guys for help. But yeah, we have access and just off the top of our heads, a lot of knowledge and a lot of accumulated knowledge in hard copy format, like the books behind the camera right now. And we just have a lot of Trek knowledge. So thank you so much for joining. And yeah, we know our Trek. If you think I'm good, my brother Steve, my oldest brother Steve, he's the reason I like Star Trek. He knows a lot more than me. At least he used to. He's slipping a bit, but yeah. Wenlock Centaur is as in one of the starting ships in STO. Yeah, the Centaur, which was in DS9, it was in some of the battles and stuff. Samuel Gill, I love how you and Samuel do series on all ships, not just Trek, but like Battle of the Planets ships. That blew my mind. Yeah, the Phoenix, the God Phoenix. Love Battle of the Planets, man. G-Force, Gachimon. See, we know a lot of shit. One of my favorite ships as a kid was the Phoenix. I got a really nice Japanese display piece in the other room of it. It's a beautiful ship. Dan Ben, I am kind of glad they didn't do a show on the Ring Enterprise, on the Ring Ship Enterprise. Yeah, it's a passenger liner. Ooh, the love ring. Da-na-na. Soon we'll be making another warp. The love ring. Da-na-na. Warping is just... I don't know the words. Yeah. No, that would have been boring as fuck. It's a passenger. It's a cruise liner. Passenger ship. There's no reason you'd make a show on the ring ship. That's just dumb. Jay, Kind of mixed with the Centaur and Parliament class dot. I have to take a look at it again. Jonathan Earl, what I am really interested in is finding out the mystery behind the Altered Enterprise D Galaxy class in that painting from Picard Season 2 preview. Well, good news, you're probably going to get that in Episode 2 of Picard. The guy that designed it, Sean Turanjo, who also designed the Luna class, which is the Titan that Riker commands, as well as some other stuff, he messaged us 2 days ago and said after Episode 2 of Picard comes out, I might be able to come on the show and talk about that alternate Enterprise D. I might be able to talk about it after the episode. So I'm assuming it's going to be in Episode 2, not 100% sure, but we'll probably have him on at some point to talk about it. He has also been on the show before talking about designing the Titan. So yeah, there you go. Squadron Course. The bigger a franchise gets, the less chance the studio takes. So they give control to peeps with big resumes who don't care about the lore, and those peeps try to put their own stamp on it. Well, that's fucking stupid. Dan Ben, it has been a long time since you've done or I watched one of those videos. Yes, it has. It has been a long time, but there's nothing we can do about that. So, Raymond Anders, the Titanic Museum in Branson, Missouri is great. Well, we went to the, and Kit 10K will be interested in this, we went to the Titanic exhibit in Vegas in 2013 when Sylvie and I got married, and got to touch, or not touch, but see a piece of the hull. We got to see all the relics they brought up. It was fantastic. It was such a great experience. We saw that, it was the Titanic experience, and it was at the Luxor Hotel where we were staying. It was phenomenal. So, Brian, Centaur class, Charlie Reynolds ship from DS9. Yes. Daniel's Hot Topics. I think Q may be a bad guy in the series. He did say, this is not a lesson, John Luke. This is penance, in a dark, sinister voice. Yeah, but I don't think he is administering the penance. I think he's just acknowledging that, yes, you're here for a reason, and you need to find your way out of it. I'll help you, and if you do it right, I'll get you back. But this is your penance, and it's not my choice. He does that a lot. Like, you continue and made me do it kind of thing. So that's what I think it is. Kyrian Spores, showrunner for Picard, says season 3 will have what they say to be one of the great all-time Trek villain performances we've seen to date. Fleet Pod. Well, here's the Centaur class video as well. See, look at this. I'm just digging up the videos. Sean O'Sullivan, if I win the lottery, I want to build a replica Defiant just because. Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, says, fully agree. Great start to Picard season 2. Disco episode was not bad either. A bit drawn out again. Yeah, it was. I would do that review tomorrow. Squadron Course is like, maybe Picard will go back in time and battle Alice Kurtzman for control of the franchise. He is the worst villain in Star Trek history. Hell yeah. And Z Fade, the Mandalorian made a passenger liner look cool. Cool in the Boba Fett series. Brian says, I want an AMT style Akira kit. Round 2 had a prototype that never got mass produced. Sean O'Sullivan, did you see any of the Sean Ferrick's marathon yesterday? Great fun, really interesting discussions. Didn't. He asked us to be a part of it, but we, I guess, didn't get back to him in time, because all of a sudden there's like a list of all the people on it. We're like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, he asked us to be on it. Just didn't get back to him in time. Wing Saber. Wow, it's been 6 years since the Centaur videos. Yeah, it's been a long time. Eric Martin. It seems like the suits over at Sci-Fi, like Star Wars and Star Trek, and now talented creative people are slowly taking them back. Love it. Hell yeah. Sean O'Sullivan. Ultra D was probably a cube killer. That's why the Borg want to team up to stop the D cleaning their chronometers. Kit 10K, a show on the Ring Enterprise definitely wouldn't work, but I wouldn't mind seeing it at one of the shows as a museum ship or on a display screen. Yeah. Mark Ward would love to see the NX-01 refit in Strange New World somehow. Could possibly be the case. That would be actually cool, yeah. I wouldn't mind that at all. Fleet puts in one on Sean Turanjo. Samuel Gill, wouldn't Uhura's voice sound better as the computer voice? Oh, probably. Dan Ben, the Ring ship is first picture in the motion picture. I didn't know it was the passenger liner. I thought it was a work test ship. No, it was it's a lecture. Not a lot of passengers, but we have a whole video. Fuck's sakes. We have a whole video. Oh my god. That annoys me so much. I wrote an epic script about the ring ship from all different sources. The spaceflight chronology, a whole bunch of other great stuff. Fun facts about that fucking ship. Filmed the episode. Filmed it. It's filmed. It's on Samuel's computer. Has it been edited yet? No. Will it be released? I don't know. But it's amazing. I wanted people to see it. And it's not been released yet. For the love of God. But anyway. Hopefully one day. Ozzy says, sir, it's another ship coming in. It's the Enterprise. No, it's the Titan coming in with Riker's famous pizza. Yes. Pizza delivery. Ding dong. Jonathan Earl. We should all know by now that Q is no longer a villain, more of an ally. Yes. Samuel Gill. I was just thinking that, Donnie. Daniel's Hot Topics. I think Picard will go back in time to end up in Kuroga and meet Bird of Prey, and then he will hear Picard say, all hail Kuroga. Turtistan for the win. Eric Martin. Maybe the Borg were asking for Picard's help because Q was tormenting them. Sean O'Sullivan. Have you considered doing reaction videos to new episodes, or is there too much danger of a strike? What? We do reaction videos, new videos every week. I have my first reaction on Thursday nights. We have our full breakdown and review Friday nights. Now that there's two on, I have one Friday night as well. Thursday night, Friday afternoon, and Monday afternoon now for our reviews and first reactions. So we do first reactions to a bunch of shit. Even we're doing it for Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. Yeah. We do those. We'll be doing them for Orville and stuff as well when those come out. So I don't know what you mean, Sean. Matt Berman, the ring ship is the first one I want to edit. I knew Matt Borman would hear my complaints about the ring ship. Okay, Matt, there's two you need to edit. There's two you need to edit. There's two you need to edit. The ring ship, and this is important, the space flight chronology with Rick Sternbach as our guest. He worked on the book. He did the art for it. We talked to him about what's in the book. It's with a guest. It should be edited. So ask for the ring ship and the spaceflight chronology. I will help you. I will help supply you pictures. I have a whole folder of ring ship stuff that I did give Samuel, and I think of spaceflight chronology stuff. I think the reason we haven't touched the spaceflight chronology one, at least Samuel didn't, he didn't know what pictures to put in. So please, for the love of God, Matt, if you get those and edit those, ask me. I will help you. Picard could go back to the energy weapon in the Nexus and change the timeline back. Yes. John O'Sullivan. Live reaction where you watch it and record you watching. No, I don't want to do that shit. That's just stupid. Look at that. Because you have to talk over it and you can't hear what's happening. Because I got to be like, that was, Unless you just want me like looking at the screen. And yeah, I can't have any representation of what's going on because of copyright strike issues. But I could like literally have the TV behind the phone and be like, ooh, yeah, look at that, yeah. Why would they say that? Man, did they really just do that? Fuck. Really, is that what you want to watch? Nah, not cool. Squatter Course, I think he meant watch along reaction videos where you'd show yourselves reacting to the show. Never do that for the first time. That's just fucking stupid. There's no reason you should watch something like that and first time have a reaction video, because you're gonna want to no. As a later, like if we could watch a movie, watch Wrath of Khan with you guys, have say here, start the movie now, you guys watching your end, we watch on our end, and then we react and talk over it because we've seen it 5,000 times. So we can actually do a commentary on it. no sense talking or having a reaction video or something watching the first time because you really want to talk over it, because then you miss things. So no, it's a stupid idea, and people that do that are dumb. Squadron course. Oh, I read that one, sorry. Fleet Paw. Oh, I don't think he can do that. Copyright laws and such. Yes. Eric Martin. That's what Disco should do. Put Tarka on the Nexus ribbon and be done with him. Flush him with the AC ducts. Squadron course might be a good way to do with more Patreon. Most of the channels that do it are the whole thing on Patreon. No, we're not going to do it. It's just, no. We don't have time. See, that's why our Patreon and our channel membership things are simple things that we can actually do. And even those don't get done sometimes because we're just too busy doing other shit to take 2 hours out of our time or an hour out of our day, especially Samuel, to sit there and watch something and react to it. Nah, it's not happening. Not anytime soon anyway. When we become a big juggernaut and we've got millions of dollars coming in, then we can take some time out and maybe do that. But right now we need to survive and eat, so thank you. Jonathan Earl, the Borg is no longer a threat to the Federation. If the Borg Queen really wanted to assimilate the crew of the fleet, she would not have used the stun bullets. It's true. She doesn't want to hurt them. She doesn't want to assimilate them. So what's going on? Kit 10K, $5. Q, Eric Martin. Oh, question. Q. Eric Martin, if the Continuum has told you once, they told you 1,000 times. Not provoke the Borg. Yes. Wenlock. Live watch react channels are getting hugely copyright struck all over the place, so regardless of any other factors, it's not doable. There are certain ways to do things, but it's not enjoyable to watch for me. I've watched people react to shit, and it's like, okay. Would you write and be in a Lower Decks episode? I couldn't write one to save my life, but I would be in one. Mike McMahon said maybe in a crowd scene or something, you might be able to put in a cameo of, so who knows? But yeah, I couldn't write one to save my life. Doug Dresser just messaged me. Oh, you missed it. Oh, you didn't. It's right there. Oh, it's not that now. Shit. Anyway, just talking to Doug Dresser. I'll talk to him after the live. Anyway, moving on. If Picard goes back to the Nexus, he can get kicked out. Okay. Sean O'Sullivan, do you remember the Magog world ship? Basically a solar system Dyson shear ship. The 10C could be something similar. Yeah? Squadron course, I get it, but some of those reaction channels do really well. Just yeah, they do it. That's their thing. That's their shtick. That's what they do. That's all they do. We don't do that. We do detailed reviews, detailed breakdowns, comparisons, and actual discussion of the gestalt that is Star Trek. Us just fucking staring at it. Ooh, ah, yeah. Did you see that? Oh, ah. And you get those dumb fuck reaction videos that are like, wow, that's fucking entertaining as hell, man. I don't know. I'm fucking riveted. I'm glued to my screen watching that shit. No. Fuck that. Dan Ben, I hate that Star Trek and Star Wars art books always just so expensive most of the time, but I do like the concept art. Yeah, they are very expensive. Trekyards is here. Jonathan Earl, the Borg Queen connected to the ships to replenish their energy from long travel, also to download and exchange powerful information into the computers of the Federation ships. That's what I think. That's a great idea. I need power. I require power. Yes. Sean O'Sullivan, Captain Foley, not enough time. Transports everyone away for experiments. Goes back to playing Banco. Do you think the Borg know about Q? Oh yeah, they do. Sean Sullivan, could the Borg Queen's suit be a version of the Red Angel suit using power from Stargazer to power up, jump back? Maybe. Is the Picard Season 3 villain going to be Lore? No, it's not. We do see Adam Soong, though, a statue of him coming this season on, or like a holographic statue of Adam Soong. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it won't be Lore. Tim McCaffrey, it's 7 more than likely. Can hear her cadence almost. Squadron Course says maybe you could be a character in a book or something. Hey, if only I knew somebody that could write a book. Actually, a character in a few books, and including a comic that's coming out. Both Commander Calkins and myself will be in a comic. I haven't heard from him in a while, but yeah. Get 10K. When you talk to Doug, tell him I say, what's that? What's that? Samuel Gill. Hey, Captain Foley. I got 5 lower decks crew members waving the hand here in Florida. What do you mean, lower decks crew members? Clarify, Samuel. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Fleet Pass Swift Pack, $5. Rule number 1, if Drexler messages, stop what you're doing and respond. It's likely something uber important you need to know for a future episode. No, that's not what it is. I just asked him earlier how he was doing, and he just got back to me. He's like, good. So, I'll pour myself some more wine for the super chance. Coming up on 2 hours, though, so I'll probably be calling it quits within about 10 or 15 minutes, guys. Because this is the way, just so you know. Squadron Course, it would be funny to hear how the Borg described Q. Jonathan Earl, very hilarious the way Captain Rios' crew fired at the Borg entity like crazy. Though Captain Rios told them 3 times to hold their fire, I don't think they take Captain Rios seriously. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Got to keep in mind, though, he said, hold your fire. Then it kind of died down for a second, then there was another shot or two, and then doors would open, and turbo lift, and people would come streaming back onto the bridge and just start firing. So there were new people coming onto the bridge. But yes, fucking listen to your captain, for the love of God. Sean O'Sullivan, don't know Drexler's personally. Please pass on my regards and hope he pulls through. Although I believe from his post he's looking good and we can't lose the good ones. Yes, don't worry. I will pass that on. Also, did you see the Okuda's got an award? Well deserved. Yes, I did. I did see that. Eric says, if you did a live while watching Star Trek 2 or Star Trek 3, I'd be in for sure. With everything going on, that would be a welcome distraction. Well, Eric, maybe you can just have you over one day, visit, hang out, see the house, and we'll watch Star Trek 2 and or 3, maybe both, and you can just hang out in my living room and hang out with me and have it like a one-on-one, hanging out watching 2 of the best Star Trek movies. Samuel Gill, they ain't high-ranking officers, they're just Trekkies watching you on my 65-inch RCA. We got a big 65-inch, well, I'll do to Eric Martin, and like, hi everybody. I mean, it doesn't really work with the sun in my face, but look how dusty my, oh my God, in the sun you can really dust. I gotta clean my lenses. Anyway, hi guys. Yeah, I've got a 65-inch plasma 3D TV downstairs. I love it. Yeah, bruh. So hi everybody watching. Let's see. Brian says, do you think Picard will try to touch upon the eugenics wars once they go back in time? I think it'll be mentioned for sure. Has the Borg Queen ever covered her face before? I guess the person behind the mask is going to be revealed for the season. Probably going to be 709, as somebody said, but no, she hasn't done that before. Kit 10K throws in $10. Thanks so much. You say you and Samuel are in some books already. I was thinking of adding the 2 of you in my book, but I wasn't going to without asking you guys first in case you didn't want it. No, we were totally fine with that. Anything we can be in is awesome to me. So, yes, add us. I actually demand it. SVS Guru 2000, do you think starship bridges could be designed with places for people to take cover behind in a firefight? Yeah, the horseshoe was kind of, but on the Enterprise D, but I mean, yeah, don't see why not. Seems kind of ugly and unsightly. There should be a button like bridge intruder alert. These little things slide up so you can like get behind them and. Eric Martin, clean your glasses, Cap. My care is a serious matter. I cleaned them like 2 days ago, but I don't know why they're so dusty. Jesus Christ. Raymond is watching on a 55-inch in the bedroom. Well, I usually have a 55-inch in the bedroom too, but only when Sylvia's there. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's only 30 inches. This is the way. Tip, hot soapy water, just wash just hand wash and tissue paper to clean glasses. It works wonders. Okay, I've worn glasses my entire life, so I don't need any tips on that, but thank you. I never use soapy water. I always use hot water. Run it, put the lenses under, give them a little wipe, and then I use like a soft rag. Never, ever use paper products to clean your glasses. That includes Kleenexes, paper towels, anything like that. Too many little fibers in them. If you have anti-reflective coating or you have the blue tint coating or anti-scratch, ironically enough, coating, using anything paper-based product-wise to clean lenses is a remarkably bad idea because it scrapes off all of those layers of coating, and it's not a good idea. They'll scratch your glasses to shit, so don't use them ever. Don't ever use a Kleenex unless it's an absolute emergency, and even then, try to use the shirt you're wearing or something. Hit 10K. I'll be adding you into my book then. Make it an important role and make me kick ass. Voyager's bridge was good for taking cover. Jonathan Earl, Borg Queen goes in with her face covered. Wonder if it could be the face of Picard's mother. Yes, or 7 of 9, as has been said. Sean O'Sullivan, do you know when Ticonderoga is adding the TNG sets? Look them up to see if they're doing more set tours. What's the K? Right now. Don't know when they're adding that. Don't know where they're going to add it, to be honest. But haven't heard a thing. It's yeah. Rio smoking a cigar while on duty kind of annoyed me. It's like having Quark use Beetle snuff in every scene. Wing Saber, he actually never smoked it. Doug Drexler makes a point of pointing that out. He plays with the lighter. He has the cigar. He does the thing. It's just a nervous habit thing, fidgety spinner thing for him. But he never lights it on the bridge, not once. Your glasses may have gotten dusty again when you cleared off your 25th anniversary Enterprise you showed earlier. No, they were dusty before that. It's just, this is a day or two of dust, for sure. I only clean them every few days. So, in the future, when there's a fight on the bridge, they'll just activate safe space force fields. Yeah. He didn't actually light the cigar squadron course. I thought he did in one scene, but turns out he didn't, so no. Sean O'Sullivan, you ever consider getting LASIK? I haven't needed glasses in 15 years. I've considered it, but I've got astigmatism. My eyesight's fucked, okay? Especially this eye. My right eye is really bad. Like if you look at the thickness of that lens compared to that one, my right eye is really bad. Astigmatism and whatever I have, I could get LASIK, but I would still need glasses. I would still require glasses. They would just be a lot thinner. And I've considered it, but yeah, not really something I've looked into too seriously. So Samuel Gill, I felt funny telling a guy that's a big eye. Okay. Fleet Pass Swiftback, $5. I'm talking about inches in the bedroom while I'm drinking something hot equals me having hot liquid come out of my nose. Thank you for that. I'm Captain Foley. You should expect that. This is the way. The Borg Queen could have said that because she shared his consciousness at one time. Yes. Plus, she didn't say it the first time either. It was only after the second time that she said it, which is weird. Samuel Gill, thank God we ain't wearing a visor for glasses. Tim McCaffrey, why does the smoking bother anyone? It's the 25th century. They've cured cancer. It's not a thing. Yes, plus I probably have safe. It's like this. It's a vape. It's 1,000 times better than a cigarette. It's still not great, but it doesn't have all the carcinogenics in it. It doesn't have all the fucking tar and like 25 different carcinogenics. It's got like 4 ingredients. So, yeah. TMI, Fleet Pod, but thanks for sharing. Fleet Pod says, I do expect it from you, just not at this moment, LOL. Speaking of computer voices, I myself thought Marina Sirtis, who portrayed Diana Troy, did a great job as voicing the Enterprise computer in Star Trek Continues. Yeah, did she though? Jonathan Earl, there is a disobey your captain trend in these current Trek shows. At first we see it with Mariner and Lower Decks, later with Captain Rios, Cruz, and Picard. Rios is a different situation. There's a Borg queen on the fucking bridge that's locked into the computer systems and firing at people. They didn't even know there were stun bolts at first. And there's new people automatically arriving via turbo lift to the bridge. So it was a situation that wasn't disobeying your captain necessarily. It was a fuck, we're scared situation. Great how Picard asked Seven, can she hear them because he's in a new body? Finally, they pay attention to details. That Romulan ale in your glass. Hello, Captain. It's wine, actually. The Captain Rios cigar fetish reminds me of Captain Gloval on Robotech, always ready to light up. Donnie said, I always thought the computer voice in Discovery, and Picard reminds me of Dika, pronounced Dika, in Power Rangers. No idea. Never watched Power Rangers. Squadron course, at least in lower decks, Mariner gets sent to the brig. Kit 10K, $10. When I add you into my book, you will be an important figure in Starfleet. Why the hell wouldn't you be? You guys are too important to not have an important presence. Oh my god, I love you, man. Kit, you're awesome. Romulan ale's hard to get here. It is, it's legal here. Sean O'Sullivan, a good captain would have standing orders that don't need permission, such as grabbing a phaser and shooting when a Borg comes on the bridge. Wenlock, arguably though, the disobey your orders thing is basically a Burnham knows better than everyone else. She's the main character shtick that is played for laughs in the other shows. Trek or not, I like the callback to the Battle of Sector 001, like Worf. They just beamed him aboard the Defiant. Was when the Defiant was fucked. Seven was the same in Picard season 2. She just happened to be there, beamed aboard. Borg turn up. Vulcan that rushed to the bridge, did he look scared? Yeah, he did. And he's a Vulcan. I know, I get it, but his face was also half bleeding. He was young, and I know he's Vulcan, but still. The smoking and the vaping don't bother me in season 1. I guess it's because I've been around smoking my whole life, and I vape, lol. But diseases related to smoking would have been cured by then. Yes, exactly. And Fate, he might have been a half Vulcan. Yes, he could have also, I was going to say he could have also been a Romulan, but clearly he wasn't, because Elnor's the first fully Romulan. They made a point of saying that, because Valeris was half Romulan in Starfleet, so. Hated how Picard asked if that was a Borg ship, and also in First Contact, he had a huge rage for the Borg, and now he's acting like he's okay to be allies. He's older now, though. Might have completed the Colinar. Antoine, I always found it confusing when Romulan ale was illegal and it's secretly coveted by Federation people, but then America's however banned Russian vodka. Now it makes sense. And you guys also like Cuban cigars, which are legal in your country as well, because they're just the best. Romulan ale is so coveted because it's an alcohol that as soon as it touches your tongue, as soon as it hits any surface in your mouth, it permeates the flesh and goes straight into the bloodstream. So you're drunk fucking instantly. That's why Romulan ale is so illegal. Yes, Fleetpaw. Cuban cigars. Kit 10K. Here's what I planned for you guys. My main character, it's a new Special Forces branch led by you, and Samuel. Special Forces. Please don't make us Section 31. Name us something cool. Anyway, guys, we are at the 2-hour mark, so I want to thank you guys for joining me. If anybody wants a super chat slot, I think Kit 10K has it right now. Yeah. The sun's getting at that point where I need to close another curtain because it's like scanning my face. So I thank you guys for hanging out with me and stopping by. It's always fun to do these lives. Like I said, join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a review of episode 11 of Discovery Season 4, which is called Rosetta. Join us for that tomorrow. And we'll have more lives and a lot of breakdown videos during the course of the week. So stay tuned for those. If you haven't checked out the ones from this weekend, please do so. We have the Stargazer breakdown, detailed look. We have the Fleet breakdown. We also have a Stargazer Bridge detail one coming out and a few others as well. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you click the notification bell icon to all so you don't miss anything. And of course, these random lives that I just tend to do on weekends and at night. These are always fun. It's Captain Foley Unfiltered, which is probably a bad thing in a lot of cases, but hey, I really don't give a shit. You're here for the truth, the raw, the real, and that's exactly what I am. I'm just me. It is what it is. People that know me in person, like Eric Martin, who's watching, you guys know what I'm like in real life, and I'm no different here than I am there. I don't put on a YouTube face necessarily. So, Sean O'Sullivan tried to snipe in with $1 for that last, or €1 for that last super chat slot, but got immediately sniped out by Kit 10K with $5 and says later, Cap. So there you go. I think we'll call it quits there, and I will go enjoy the rest of my weekend. It's back to filming tomorrow morning, though, because we didn't film all the stuff we needed to film for Picard because there was just too much to talk about on Thursday and Friday. So, like I said, I have filming tomorrow, and tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is that review of Season 4, Episode 11, Rosetta of Discovery, and we'll talk about that then in great detail. So until next time, guys, hope you're having a great day. It's beautiful here, temperature-wise, and whatever. Spring's almost here, guys. And on that note, I think I'll leave you guys and catch you later. So, see you later. Bye, everybody. And I hope you like the new name of the show, these lives, these Captain's Prerogative. Captain's Prerogative. I get to do it when I want. It's Captain's Prerogative. I get to talk about what I want. Captain's Prerogative. If you have any more suggestions for names for the show, we'll talk next time on the next live. But anyway, Captain's Prerogative. It's Captain Foley.